Hi friends, my name is Tejaswi Suriya and we are here to discuss why Modi in 2019. Friends, China today vetoed the proposal to declare Masood Azhar as a global terrorist. Soon after this news broke out, Congress President Rahul Gandhi tweeted calling Prime Minister Narendra Modi as a weak Prime Minister and made allegations that we are not strong enough against China. However, the question that all of us need to ask today to Mr. Rahul Gandhi and the Congress party, how did China even get a seat at the table at the UN Security Council? Let's flip back a few pages in our history books to understand how China was literally gifted the seat at the UN Security Council by none other than Rahul Gandhi's great-grandfather, India's first Prime Minister, Jawaharlal Nehru. Let's read this letter written by none other than Pandit Nehru himself on August 2nd, 1955 to various chief ministers of India, explaining his action on why he gave up India's rightful claim to be a member of the UN Security Council and instead handed it over to China. Informally, suggestions have been made by the United States that China should be taken into the United Nations but not in the Security Council, and that India should take her place in the Security Council. We cannot, of course, accept this, as it means falling out with China, and it would be very unfair for a great country like China to be not in the Security Council. We have therefore made it clear to those who suggested this that we cannot agree to this suggestion. We have even gone a little further and said that India is not anxious to enter the Security Council at this stage, even though as a great country she ought to be there. The first step to be taken is for China to take her rightful place, and then the question of India might be considered separately. Yes, this is exactly what Jawaharlal Nehru did. He actually gave up India's claim in favor of China and said China has a rightful claim to be a member of the UN Security Council, and we can debate the question of India's membership at a later stage separately. The sheer incompetence of the Nehru-Gandhi dynasty, starting right from Jawaharlal Nehru up to today's Rahul Gandhi, has costed this nation enough. While the great-grandfather's decision of gifting the UN Security Council seat on a golden platter to China is still haunting the nation, the great-grandson still continues his romance and clandestine flirtations with China and Chinese envoys to the detriment of India's national security interests. The question that all of us must ask today is, the Congress party throughout its history has always placed its petty politics and the families or the dynasty's interests over the national interests of the country. If today China is coming in the way of declaring Masood Azhar as a global terrorist, then we must remember that China got this power to block our proposal in the UN Security Council because Jawaharlal Nehru, for his own sake and because of his incompetence and myopic vision, gifted China this power to the detriment of India. How much more longer can this country afford to go this way? Thankfully today, the country is being led by a stalwart like Narendra Modi. We will undo all of the mistakes of the dynasty, one after the other. These historical truths need to be told to all people. Every Indian must know as to what the price we are all today paying for the sins and incompetence of the Gandhi dynasty. Share this maximum so that it reaches every conscientious Indian.